Tasha Monet, and I am here with another episode of the Shadow Moon Legacy. We are here with Calista and Jerrica. They are having a co-worker party, I guess you can say, here at their home. Currently, right now, all of Jerrica's co-workers are here and some of Callista's co-workers are here. They are just getting things together to have a good time. So Callista has been feeling a bit stressed. She found out some crazy things about her father and her mom, and she doesn't know exactly what's up. However, no, ma'am, you need to resume this. However, Knox Jericho has showed up, everyone. He looks like he's in a foul mood, but that is okay. Knox Jericho has showed up. That is who Callista has a crush on. And so hopefully, we can get her to get and have, like a little conversation or a thing with him, see if maybe she can flirt and let him know how she feels. But right now, she's just making a couple of things for people to snack on. We have some chips and ceviche here. I think she's making some vegetable tempura over here. And I believe Jerrica is tense because of the roaches and the rats in their home. So they have a really nice home, but for whatever reason it needs TLC, and so that means that there's rats and roaches, and the way I be calling the landlord all the freaking time and it just doesn't work out. But the clubs are here. They are, I guess you can say, like, enjoying each other's company. They're talking and everything. And Jerrica is dancing, which is cute. But Calista is going to see if she can have some conversations here with Knox. They're like the writers and they like books, so they go ahead and they read. I'm gonna have her go ahead and pitch a story idea to him. She's just like, I have this idea for like writing about like vampires and things like that, but I'm not exactly certain where I should start. Like, what is it that I should do? And you're more of an accomplished writer here at the Walrus book, so maybe you can help me out. They have like a really good working relationship. I don't know how he feels about Calista, but I know Calista definitely has a crush on him. Okay, so she did learn that he is single. Could she come and sit over here with him? Because the way not him being a I know y'all saw that, which means that pause. This means that Knox is a vampire. So, is there any way that let Calista ask if he is a supernatural? So go ahead. She's going to go ahead and ask him if, because she saw that from across the room, and so she's just like, wait a minute. It's a little strange. And so she's going to go ahead, she's going to sit with him and have a conversation. Like, can you tell me, like... And he goes, I am a vampire. So Calista just found out that the guy that she has a crush on is a vampire. One, interesting. She's just going to go ahead and have some conversations with him. She is a little blown away by that. She didn't expect that. She's kind of drawn to him. She's not exactly certain why. She's going to ask him about vampire history because she's really interested in writing novels about vampires. And so she's, going to ask him about these things and see if he has any information for her or any tips or tricks or whatever it can be. And he basically gave her the idea, if you search around online, you can find out where to purchase volumes of the Encyclopedia Vampirica. So she is actually going to go ahead and purchase some of those books and things like that so that she can find out some more information about like vampires and things like that. Hello? So let's see. So somebody's currently on the computer, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to purchase. Oh, we can purchase the first one. She owns it. If she owns it, where is it? Well, we're just going to go ahead and buy it because I have no idea where that is. Okay, so she's going ahead and she is purchasing, well, she will purchase that book. Let's see here. Thanks for ordering. The books Calista purchased can be found in her inventory. Wait, does she already have one? Oh, no. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have her go ahead and read this. She's gonna read the encyclopedia because one, she's really interested in, you know, like vampirism and finding out about it. Like, she knew that vampires were real, right? Like, she wasn't surprised by the fact that vampires do exist, but she doesn't know much about them, right? She doesn't know much of anything about them. And so she's going ahead and she's about to read this. Or not, ma'am. I thought you were going to read that. Let's go ahead and end these gatherings here. We're going to end them and let everybody go home. And hopefully we can get a bit more information about like vampires and things like that soon. Because Calista has a crush on this man who's a vampire, and I think she might have a sneaky suspicion about her own father and what may have happened to her father, because he mentioned something about like he felt this pain in his neck and then he considered himself a monster. And her mom is also a little strange as well. What is... Girl, what is... Clean this up. And so Calista has some things to consider now and things to think about, right? Like, she really likes Knox. He's somebody that she has a crush on. She thinks he's cool and things like that. She did find out that he is a vampire, and looking here, he's a master vampire. So there's definitely some things there. Like, he doesn't have that much of a sentiment towards her, but that could definitely come with time. It's also interesting, you know, that he's a vampire, but he works at the same place that Calista does. Like, he works with humans, right? Like, he's not doing something with other vampires or whatever it may be. And whenever she does invite everybody out, he does come around and hang out, which I guess is cool. Although obviously she doesn't have any of the foods or things that he would eat. And so Calista is really just thinking, like, what is it that she's going to do now that she has this information? She doesn't work tomorrow. I think what she would like to do is she would like to learn more about vampirism. So she'll probably spend some time researching, and then she might ask Knox to come around and hang out so she can get just a little bit more information, because she has a lot of questions, and she knows that some of the answers that she can find about him and vampirism might help her get some answers about her dad. So I misspoke, and Calista actually did have work for the day. She was promoted that last time and I missed that. And so Knox is actually inviting us over to his house. It says Wolfsbane Manor, which makes me believe that he lives in is it Forgotten Hollow? Is that what it's called? It's called something. I can't remember what it's called. But I don't think that Calista is ready to go there yet. So I'm going to say no. And we're going to invite him to come over here instead. Because we definitely do have some more questions about like vampirism and things like that. I have no idea what he is wearing. But we're going to invite him over. Here, just, you know, like talk and things like that, so we can just find out like what's going on, because he knows about vampirism. We obviously don't. We definitely want her to be able to read this. Okay, so Knox should be coming over here, I think, maybe. But we're gonna have her definitely go ahead and like study vampirism. We know that she needs to do that. And also she's just... Oh, she just got... Calista is delving deep into researching vampires. There seems to be a lot of knowledge she could unlock if she continues to research. So she's definitely doing the research. Knox has also shown up. He, I don't know what's wrong with him. He seems like uninterested or things like that. But I do know that she does have a crush on him. So I'm going to have her like flirt with him and things like that and see what comes of this between the two of them. It's such a... Hello? Not him go... Sir. What on earth? The way we over here trying to like flirt with you, and you out here being crazy. Hello? Unlocked Vampire Tomb. Calista has discovered the Von Flavius Vampire Emporium while searching for vampires. She can now purchase inside... The way I already have that? Calista read that vampires have the ability to cast and dispel various mind powers. So as Callista's reading and she's learning about these things, it's kind of like making her think about all the things that she knew about like vampires before and the things that she's a little confused about, right? Because if this is something that happened to her father, right? Like, what is it that has her mother so angry, right? Because her mom, according to what she read in that journal, and now she talked to her mom about it, her mom didn't really want to talk to her. And so the thing that she saw there, you know, like, in terms of, like, she doesn't necessarily know if her mom knows about the vampirism, but it makes... She kind of believes it, mainly because her mom said that she was going to find her dad and kill him, but she doesn't even know if her dad is actually a vampire. She's just making these guesses based on the things that she's read. And so part of her, you know, she already had this crush on Knox, but she also, you know, like, wants to get to know him more and possibly see what can come of it, because she also, you know, thinks that maybe he might have some clues as to where she can find her father, because maybe it's a little assuming of her, but she thinks that, like, most of the vampires in this world know each other, and if they know each other, it could be possible that Knox knows her dad. And that would definitely be something that would work out for her, particularly because, like, she's trying to piece together her ideals of, like, what she... So Jerrica is really jealous of Knox. Look at Jerrica, because Jerrica has a crush on Calista, and she is not feeling Knox right now. She put herself in between them. I don't know if she feels that way because she knows that Knox is a vampire, and even though she has a crush on Calista, like, if Calista wanted to get to know somebody else, like, it wouldn't be the end of the world for Jerrica. But I think Jerrica is also looking at this like, look, I love you. I've been your best friend forever. I know, like, you're on this hunt to find out, you know, what it is that you can find out about, like, vampires and your father and, like, what happened between him and your mother. But also, like, maybe it's time to let some of that go. Like, you have this man in our house. He's supposedly a vampire, or so you say, and, like, he could be dangerous. And she's like, I know you work with him. I know you consider him your friend, but did you ever, like, consider the fact that maybe you should just leave well enough alone? And Callista's trying to explain to Jerrica that, like, this isn't just about, you know, like, her crush on this man or anything like that. It's not about her just attempting to, you know, like, write the best speculative novel. Like, she really wants to find out more about, like, what happened between her mom and her dad. Like, what is the thing that her mom is hiding from her? And Jerrica has had enough. Jerrica is very upset. She is not happy with Knox being here. You know, she's just like, I don't understand what you're doing here, why you need to be here. Like, she's just not really feeling it at all. She's upset, right? Like, she loves Calista, and Knox is a threat to her in more ways than one. Jerrica is a little upset, and so she is going to call. Well, she's going to ask Callista's mom if she can come over. She wants to talk to her about Calista, and so she's gonna call her mom and be like, hey, can I come over and talk to you? Like, there's something that's, like, really been bothering me, and I don't know, like, what I should do. And of course Leon's like, of course you can come, definitely come over. Like, if it's about my daughter, Absolutely. So Jerrica's going to go to Leanne and she's going to talk to Leanne about what Calista has been up to and see if there's just like something that they can figure out on how to get Calista out of whatever it is that Jerrica believes she is doing. So Jerrica has made it to Leanne's office and she's just telling Leanne about the things that have been going on. Like she's just like, I don't know like what is happening with Calista, but I'm worried about Calista. Like I don't she's hanging out with this new guy. She's letting him come to our house and I'm fairly certain he's a vampire or whatever it is. And Calista just like really likes him and she's just I don't know what else to do. And not her giving Leanne a key. And she's like, I don't know what else I can do. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a key to our apartment. And you really need to come and like talk to Calista and like please like help me because Calista is like really taken by this guy and I'm worried about her and him and all the things, you know, like they talk about all the time. Like I don't understand it. Like Calista says that it's just like for her to go ahead and I guess you can say work through you know, like whatever thing she said she found out something about her father and that you're hiding things and she thinks that Nox can help her. And I'm just worried about Calista. I'm really worried about her. Like, you know that she's my best friend. We've been friends forever and I don't know what I can do, Leanne. Like I'm at a loss here. Like, can you please talk to her or like help me figure this out? And so she is going to go ahead and she's going to talk about Nox and how she doesn't necessarily like him and she thinks that Calista needs to leave him alone. And she's kind of, you know, like sharing her insecurities about her friendship with Calista and how she thinks that Calista being involved with Nox is going to cause some rifts between her and Calista. And what Jerrica doesn't understand that she's doing is she's giving Leanne information that she really shouldn't have. Information that could be dangerous for Nox. But I don't think that she's really thinking about that. She's just thinking about the fact that Calista is her friend and she is worried and she really, really, really hopes that Leanne can assist her in figuring out what's going on. Jerrica is actually going to confess to Leanne that she is in love with Calista, and she hasn't necessarily told Calista this yet. And Leanne is basically just going to be like, look, if you love my daughter, you're going to keep telling me what it is that you know about my daughter and this man. And that's what I need you to do. And so Jerrica is going to think about these things. She's going to take this information home with her and think about it and try and figure out like what it is that she's going to do. Right? She's not going to tell Calista that she met up with her mom. She's just trying to figure out like if she's like overreacting because of how she feels about Calista. But she is worried about her. She's worried that Calista is making bad decisions because of her desire to know what happened between her mom and her dad, her crush on this man that she works with who she now knows is a vampire, and Jerrica does not trust it. She's upset and she doesn't really know how much more they could honestly take. And so I'm gonna go ahead and end our part here for today. Things are definitely heating up and getting dramatic. Calista does not necessarily know how Jerrica feels about her. Jerrica just confessed that to Leanne, who is Callista's mom. She told Callista's mom a lot of things that she really shouldn't have told her, particularly because she doesn't know much about what Leanne does for work, and that could definitely cause some problems for what Callista's trying to do. And it could definitely just bring problems in general to what is happening. I thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Shadow Moon Legacy Season 1, The Founder. And I do hope that you're enjoying everything that you're seeing and hearing on what I am doing. If you would like to see any of your Sims as Townies in any of my LPs, make sure that you upload them to the gallery with the hashtag TMTownies. And if you would like to see me live on Twitch, I stream on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at I'm Tasha Monet. Definitely make sure that you go drop me a follow and come hang out with me sometimes. But I am definitely having fun doing this, and I hope that you are enjoying this. And as always, I'm sending positive vibes your way. I'm Tasha Monet. See you next time.
Sometimes I feel like I done lost it, and I don't even really know the cost yet. But every time fear is on my mind, you remind my soul that I'm free. I know I can't go on my own. You came so I wouldn't have to go it alone. You took the long road so you could show me home. Found love better than I've ever known. So now I know that I can say you are exalted above everything on the earth that I've seen. Cause I know that my dreams come alive in the love that you promised to me. I'll keep singing your praise and you know I believe.